Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. You remember this is a mortar shell I found floating in Lau Lau, bouncing around. I went ahead and recovered it and put it in this little cave. That way it just doesn't go off, anybody mess with it. And I just put it there so I can monitor where it's at. When the ordnance team comes here, they could actually dispose of it. Heading out on the pipe in Lau Lau, I started seeing the praying mantis shrimp everywhere. This guy here is the first praying mantis shrimp I was actually able to record. All the rest were just darting in the holes. So I'm trying to sneak up on them using my zoom. Just trying not to scare them back in the hole. Just trying to let them get used to me. Oh, the surge is really harsh here, and it's trying to keep them in the lens was pretty hard. Little tidbit about the praying mantis shrimp: they're actually supposed to be the fastest species on Earth and they have the most complex eye network. So it's really interesting, and they believe that they can see in all types of different color spectrums. One of the things about their front claws is actually more like a hammer. They strike it over 80 miles an hour. And in water, at 80 miles an hour, you actually start to separate, or with their strike, they actually separate the hydrogen and oxygen. When they hit a shell, you'll definitely see air bubbles coming. Or just even in a strike, you'll see air bubbles come from the strike. But also when they strike a snail or a shell, you actually see a heat flash. So one way we try to do that was we actually have to, put a shell in front of it and make it look like it's live and entice them. Here's another praying mantis hole. He darted back in, and I was trying to entice him. You can see the little shell I set out there, trying to entice him to come back out, because also very OCD about cleaning. Here's a little goby and shrimp I'm trying to sneak up on so I can get them in my camera, and they just dart in too fast. We have a little hunting session going on here, and what you'll see is a lot of fish will make one do all the work, and the others scavenge, just like he is doing right there. So as the black and white fish is kicking up all the rocks and moving the rocks around looking for food, the others are striking the small crustaceans that he's kicking up or disturbing. This is probably one of the largest conchs we have out here. I actually find it quite often in this one certain area. It's in about a 50-yard radius. And he's actually an old timer. You can tell by all the horns the spikes getting broken off. You can see that's my Rocket 3 fin. You see how wide it is. And it's heavy. When you pick it up, it definitely pulls me down. This coral head here is just full of the Christmas tree worm. They're all in full bloom. They didn't flinch when I approached. Even when I took pictures, they weren't flinching. So I just wanted to spend some time here and show you the diversity of the Christmas tree worms. And because you had blue, yellow, orange, you had multicolor, white, and they were gorgeous. Very pretty looking. You can tell it's late in the evening or getting late in the day. The coral heads like this, the leather coral heads and the soft coral heads, they start to close up at night to protect themselves. snail is actually a cone snail, and it has a dart, and it will inject poison into you. So you gotta be very careful with those guys. I didn't bring my wand, so I wasn't able to bring it out of the reef. Here you can actually see the surge and how long the surge change lasts. It's about a 5, maybe, I'd say about a 5-second surge. That little white line is actually part of a rescue class that was up above me. They're working on the rescue divers. So as I'm coming back in, you can see all the fish coming, swimming around. However, it's New Year's Eve, and I got things to do, people to see, so I'm actually heading back in from Lau Lau on this dive right now. Like I said, all the fish balls came in, and it's just very pretty. Now, this is probably the only enhanced video I have on this video. I tried not to enhance it too much because I wanted to show you the natural light. Like right here, this is natural light. Now that was the exit for Lau Lau. Here I'm checking my dive. I'm doing my safety stop. We got about 40 minutes into the dive. And like I said, it just have to go get ready for the New Year's Eve celebrations. So right here is actually where we exit to come out of Lau Lau, and you can see the top water surge. It was actually pretty rough and really strong surge. But there again, I'm a big guy, and so I create a lot of resistance. Some of you smaller people will probably get through that pretty easy. Beautiful sunset. So keep in mind, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you like. And Happy New Year's Eve.